Hello everyone, my name is Diane Lawrence and welcome to the second set of videos pertaining to the new Office of Early Learning Provider Portal. Well, for you to be at this step, you would have received a invitation or an email inviting you to initiate a VPK contract. In this video, we'll be focusing on the VPK contract process. First thing, sign into your account. And when you do so, you will come to your dashboard. The dashboard, you'll see certain tabs there. You'll see your name, your email address. You'll also see several items on the left-hand side. As a reminder, you will see some broadcast messages when we send them out, coalition messages for you, and further down you'll see your information, your business information, and to the right you'll see certain links that are really important.'t just I'll mention it quickly. The Bright Beginning website, the DCF website pertaining to VPK, and trainings, and the provider portal. Guide is also available. It's under updates, so some things will not be as informative as it should be, but hold tight, we will get there. And VPK readiness website. Well, today, because the focus is on VPK application, we are going to go over to the left and we're going to click on the VPK application link. And when you do that, you will see at the top again your name and email address, and you'll also see some information about your program here and what kind of contract you're going to be initiating. This will not appear in your account unless you have unless the coalition has initiated your contract. So here we go. Here we have the contract ID number. Then it also tells you the type of contract that you're going to be applying for. Here we also have some forms that are very familiar with you because you've used it, a paper form, in the past. The coalition, because of course you have to make sure that you're applying to the correct coalition. And of course the status is incomplete, which is okay because that's where you are at this point in time. When we initiated the contract, and the edit button is the action that you're going to be taking, and the 7/1/2017 is the school year, not necessarily when you start at this point in time. So let's go back to the edit button, and we press the edit button, and what will come up is another page that has several tabs of its own. First of all, you will see your name at the top right here, and then you will see the year that you're applying for in this contract. The next tab would be the attendance policy, and please pay close attention to this. This is the first year that this is required. You must have your attendance policy aligned with the standards, the statutes, the rules and statutes. A copy has to be submitted to us, which you'll be doing below. You'll also have to give your parents a copy, and they have to sign off on that at enrollment, so they're aware of what that means, what your policy is. And of course, this is very important. You cannot amend this policy during the school year. So please make sure that it is correct and this is what you want to do. Please also note that you cannot charge any fee, any supplemental fee, as a requirement to enroll for VPK. The next step is to browse your computer. You'd press this browse button and you would bring up your documentation, and then you press the upload button, and then your document will appear below here. The next tab is your VPK director. Below that you'll see a blue button that says add new director. You would press that and scroll up, and then you would put the director's name, telephone number, email address, and credential type. You'd have to, there's a drop box, and then you choose which one applies. If you received a director's credential before 2006, this is what you choose. If you received your director's credential after that, you will choose a VPK director. You'd put in your certificate number, and the date was issued and the date expired. Below we did a test site here, and we can see that there's some information in there just to show where the documentation should be. So right here is your edit button where you have your paper and pencil. You press there. As you can see, we filled some stuff in so that you could see the documents that you need to upload. You have your background screening, affidavit of good moral character, credentials, and any additional documentation that the coalition would ask you to upload. You would press your browser. This would take you to your computer and your documents, and then you'd press your upload. And then you would add your director information. And because there's no information in this one, it will not close. So we'll just cancel that one. If after the fact you have something to change, this is what you would see, and then you'd press your update button. The next tab is your VPK instructors. VPK instructors meaning lead teacher, assistant teacher, and substitute. Here at the top here, you'd put the teacher's name, social security number or DCF ID number, and you have a drop box here, whatever applies to the teacher, you select that. Type would be whether that teacher is a lead, an assistant teacher, or a substitute. And then here under credential, you'd again choose what applies to the teacher. And then the start date would be the very first day that the VPK begins, and the end date would be blank because that date would not be filled in until that staff member leaves or at the end of the school year. And if your teacher is certified by the public school system, you'd click that. Below we have a pre-populated example, and as you can see over on the right hand side, this is where your documents would be uploaded. Let's just open up this document so we can have a look. Here's your teacher. You have the information in, and on the right hand side there are your documents, your required documents that you need to upload. Background screening, affidavit of good moral character, credential, and any additional documentation that the coalition would require. You press your browser button, and that should take you to your computer to bring up your background screening, and then you would put in the necessary dates and upload. And then you would press your add new instructor button. Yes, and this process will be repeated for your assistant teacher and your sub.